EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. Let's get into the action as we pick things up at the par 3 7th. Okay, safely aboard. He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Frank, the par 4 8th. This is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the play to go at the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green. Otherwise, that ball is going to run towards the front.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Fairway at the 8 slopes dramatically from right to left. Ball sitting in the right portion of this fairway. Wants to go right to left, but the green calls for a left to right shot. Let's see what happens.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Well, the key here at the par 4 9th as you close out this front side with the 453-yard hole is to keep it away from those 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. If you do that, then you have a pretty clear approach shot. And keep in mind, there is a ridge that sort of bisects the middle of this green.
Oh, this would be a good tee shot any other day of the week, really. The only problem is that hole, which is cut front right today. So tee shot on the right, hole cut front right, not exactly the best mix. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Here we go.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. Now at the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's 2 bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Oh, just the strike, the sound of it. And the ball does the rest. Great shot.
Not much left here for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful par 3 of the golf course is right here, the 12th, with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll stay at 2 under. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows? If you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there.
Ea Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday, third round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16? As we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard, our leader is the former Georgia Bulldog, Keith Mitchell. He's at 9 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer needing to go low here, currently 8 shots off the front-running pace.
Well, that was nearly very good. Just the speed of the green taking that one away.
Yeah, good concentration there. Going with a putter from off the green, but this one falls to save par. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask. No issues here. That is into the fairway. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That one was running so hot. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Well, 122 left to the flag. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
This one looks right on point.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
7 feet now for birdie. Yes, well done there. And back to even par now on the day. Beginning the back nine with a 428-yard par 4-10. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees, or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play. That one gonna split the middle, maybe get a little rollout as well. That is a good, solid tee shot. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
It's 125 yards left to the hole, pin on the right-hand side, so really looking for a fade in here if he can.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This is a 13-footer. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he gets it to 1 under for his round, 3 under for the week. This is a terrific hole here at TPC Scottsdale. The 11th is 472 yards and a par 4. You can see you don't want to hit it left because water goes down the entire left side. Need to hit it long, need to hit it straight. And the best spot is to be down that right side of the fairway. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. This could be a good one.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Okay, that ball online all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And that puts him at 2 under for his round, 4 under for the tournament. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich.
Ea Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. And the leader is South Korea's K.H. Lee. He's currently at 13 under. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
On the number at 150 yards to the front, 158 to the hole, pin in the right front.
It so easily could have gone in.
Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. He moves it to 2 under par. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5 and comfortably on for 2.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. And he's going to get this to 3 under par. Down to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they've dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. I mean, this is 20,000 fans, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here at TPC Scottsdale. That is on the dance floor, but a long ways away, and that will not generate a whole lot of excitement up there in the box seats. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay at -3. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. That will do just fine. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. 9 feet remaining here for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he'll move to 4 under. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters, cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route, just go down the right side of the fairway.
Well, that's an excellent tee shot down the right side. It's just been punished a little bit, though, unfairly, because the hole is cut front right.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will make this a final round, 71. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances. And for our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.
It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, It is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Russell Henley is the leader. He's rolling early at 8 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
129 yards left to the flag today. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Good chance at one.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
9 feet left here for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity. There's certainly a lot of different ways to play a par 5. You're going to have to figure out the best way to play this par 5 using 3 shots to reach the green.
Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle. And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
he'll stay at 1 over. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358 yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway or the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
That one safely on the putting surface. This one measures out to 15 feet. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you ever want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own.
Ea Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the players. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Russell Henley is the leader. He's currently at 8 under. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, how's that to get a round started from a long distance? It's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. We now go to the short par 4 fourth, measuring only 384 yards. Long iron or fairway wood off the tee will give you a short to mid iron into the two-tiered green. So tempting to go for it right, but that's a very smart layup. Going to leave a simple little wedge shot into this fourth green. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie.
will certainly help the cause. Well, all the pros will tell you the fifth here at TPC Sawgrass is all you want. Challenging at 471 yards. It's the longest par 4 on the golf course. We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain at 4 under. Moving on to what Pete Dye called the most beautiful hole at TPC Sawgrass, the 393-yard par 4 6th. Target golf is the name of the game here, with palm and pine trees on the right side of the fairway and 2 fairway bunkers and a water hazard on the left. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
I think he fancies his chances over this one. Very makeable.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Safely in for par here at the 6th. and he'll remain at 6 under par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich. Get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. Ea Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Noda Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. And we've got some drama brewing with a tie at the top at 11 under par. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for a second into the wind. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, we've got two things to contend with here. First, it'll be fast back down the hill, but also this is going to be working its way from left to right.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. But this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. That's going to be a challenge from there. It's into one of the 7 pot bunkers that circled this 8th green.
hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Closing out the front side with the par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And not too much break on this, maybe a little to the right, but it's going back up the hill, so we can't leave it short.
That one just gonna sneak on by.
I tried to warn him. You have to hit it.
So that's in for his par. We'll keep him at 2 under for his round. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat.
And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Well, lesson there, I think, is if you find the bunker, you're just asking for trouble. Short of the green and a lot of work to do to salvage par.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. So, Frank, 3 rounds have come and gone. What do you expect to see tomorrow?
Well, Rich, the first thing I'm going to look at is that pin sheet tomorrow and see how tucked they are to the
Four decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
Ea Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. But we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. England's Tommy Fleetwood is the leader. He's currently at 16 under par. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
124 yards to the front of the green. 130 is the number to the flag. And the pin on the front portion.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Ooh, might have stubbed the putter there. That's one for the low light reel. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. He's going to fall to 6 under par. This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass, par 5 at 520. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Oh, this could be trouble.
Did you see the yardage on that one? I mean, there had to be a mistake there because that 3-wood did not even touch the green. Liquor stamp, that was airmail.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to maybe the most famous hole in the whole sport. It's the 17th here at the stadium course, the TPC Sawgrass. Frank, if you look at it on the card, it seems so simple. It's just 137 yards. For the best in the world, that's a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron. And yet every year, we see nightmares galore.
And that's where you have to remind yourself what can and what does happen here. I normally cut the green in half here. It's 26 yards deep. So if you just take 13 yards off the yardage, you have 124 yards to the middle of the green. That has to be your target. This is no time to be a hero. You can still have a putt for birdie.
Okay, time to exhale. That's safely aboard. 15 feet away. Absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie. And that'll move him to 7 under par. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you, water left, that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot. Good shot, safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And that will finish off a 1-under round of 71. And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports.
What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway.
Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. The leader is Tom Hoge. He's off to a good start at 6 under. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11. Well, going to be a lengthy putt for birdie, but on a long approach like that, anything on the green is a welcome sight. Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek, you're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and 2 behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. We finish up Amen Corner with the sweeping 510-yard par 5 13th. Hit the center of the fairway. You can go for the green into, but look out for the tributary to Rays Creek in front of the green and the 4 bunkers behind. This one starting a little left off the tee. Yeah, that's going to take the slope of the fairway and ease its way on down. A very good tee shot here at 13. Well, that is the cardinal sin, isn't it, here at 13, coming up short, and now you're in Rays Creek. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll stay right where he is. On to the 440-yard par 4 14th, the only hole at Augusta National without a single bunker. The terraced green is the challenge here. And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We've got 137 left to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can eat.